I think that if you're trying to chase down success all the time, I think you're missing the fact that you could be attracting success by being an attractive person. And I'm not talking about your looks, but I'm talking about the disciplines that you harbor every single day, the things that you do every single day. Are you talking yourself out of stuff all the time that you know that you want to do that are going to move you closer to your goals? Or are you going the opposite way? For me, something that's been really helpful to me is to, every time I feel that, every time I'm like, I don't really feel like doing that, I try my best just to go and do it. I don't always end up doing it. I end up folding just like the rest of you. I end up quitting. I end up giving up on myself every once in a while, just like everybody else. But I've learned that when you get that little voice, when you're like, oh, you should do a 10-minute walk. And then that other voice comes in and like, no, dude, like you had a long day. Why would you do a 10-minute walk? Kidding me? It's 1,000,000 degrees outside. Why would you go and do a 10-minute walk? Before all that stuff enters in, just boom, already be on the act of like going and doing whatever it is that you were going to do. And you have to do the same thing sometimes in avoiding stuff. When you're like, oh, I know there's a couple leftover slices of pizza in the fridge from what my kids ordered the other day. Is it really going to make that big of a difference? So I just ate yes, it's going to make a big difference, because you're going to know and you're going to be going against the grain of what it is that you're trying to do. Those slices of pizza, those things that are tempting, those things will have their day, because you're not going to live the rest of your life without those things forever. It's just for the moment. You have a particular goal, lean into that. When that goal is over, you can reassess, and at that time, you can say, okay, I'm going to intentionally be a little undisciplined for like a couple of days. I just want to chill the fuck out and go ahead and enjoy yourself for a little bit. You're allowed to do things like that as you see fit for yourself, but proceed with caution, because sometimes that can be a slippery slope, and sometimes that can lead you to be, remember I've shared before, like being off track, like just have your track, have other options to go left or right. You know, like what you don't have to view it as a negative. I'm off track. You know, if you're really regimented on a particular diet, and then all of a sudden your diet is freed up a little bit, and you have ice cream every night, let's just say for a month, say your ice cream every day for a month. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're off track. It means that, I'd rather look at it this way. It means that you were smart enough to recognize, oh, I could use a little ice cream in my life for a little while. And you just made the decision to implement having ice cream every day for a month. And it shouldn't hurt you if your other disciplines are still intact. So that's my kind of weird way of looking at some of those things. Hopefully you guys find that to be helpful.